Better to lose than play replay. This guy is total anti-talent. I think he's on transfer list, something like that. Yeah, but I need striker. Actually, I think good center back is not easy to find. If you want him that he's good in everything. Especially when I want to have one left with left-footed. So the thing what I wanted to avoid is this all, because by this one there is possibility with some luck that I will play maybe Burton Crystal Palace, let's say, or Burnley Leicester, or Bournemouth maybe. Let's hope Arsenal will drop. Yesterday I was watching the game Chelsea-Arsenal. This Wenger again was playing with this Colgate. I don't know what's happening with that club. Last game he was directly involved in all goals, and now he was again playing in the first 11. I really don't know what he thinks. And that was the shame how they defended last 15 minutes. But they are club in from Division 1. It was really disgrace to watch Arsenal last 20-30 minutes. Yeah, Callum Wilson, but they are all expensive. I would rather try to buy him, because he's left-footed, he can score from range, and he's British, so he will not need to time to adapt. Also, this guy I would like to buy. Okay, let's see the draw if I have some luck, because if I play again against very tough team, probably it's best to send on replay a fully rotated team. Please no City. Oh, good for me. Bournemouth, okay. Fuck. I have in my mind 2 or 3 left-footed strikers for time interested. This guy is having 7 assists. And another one. Only 5. I think I will use Stojanovic more, and I have feeling that he is a little bit better offensively. He's playing badly, so... And I'm waiting this guy to be ready to replace him on here, on this position, so... Actually, I'm going with 84 match condition. It's more than enough for central defender. No, Ahmed Musa I don't like. As I said, striker needs to have good finishing, composure. Off the ball I like. And for deep line forward, of course, I like to have good first touch, decent long shot, decent heading and strength. It's basically complete forward. You can check Late Griffiths from Celtic. He's almost perfect if he's a little bit taller and have more strength. That kind of player. And when people ask me who was example of that type of the player, I say Adriano when he was in Inter. Tall, strong, excellent long shot, decent speed. Actually, he was very pacey for his height. Basically, monster of player. Adriano, in his best days in the Inter Milan. I started to play good, looks like. Cannot score, but playing good. And my important player returned back, this tall guy. So for this central defender, I like that he's tall, that he has good positioning, concentration, and heading. Speed more or less, but I like him to be, let's say, defensive rock. Because when an opponent is crossing, it's basically coming on him. And if he has high, let's say, teamwork, bravery, and this one, these are all excellent. So this is second chance for Adams, 1 versus 1 against goalkeeper. He missed both. He missed both. I need to win these 2 games now against these slower opponents. It's this one that is against Barnsley. Alo, pozdrav. Stotka. Please guys who watched, subscribe on my YouTube channel. Because this all episodes I'm uploading on YouTube. Because mostly I'm doing YouTube because Twitch stream is sometimes very boring. And when I start streaming then I play 3-4 hours then. My central defender is basically dying there. So I need to replace him with another one who is almost half dead. See. Yeah, Jota is big problem for me in this season. Big problem. See, morale is now a little bit... actually, I have this guy. Morale of bench player is now a little bit improved. Florian Niederheiner. It is always best if you can find young striker with high attributes who is, let's say, maximum 19-20, and then you keep him for 2-3 years, he will become monster. Especially if you can buy him in the championship, so he has, let's say, 1 year or half season to develop and adapt, I mean. Stojanovic is not playing quite well. Yellow card, I need to replace immediately. Cannot risk to play with halfback with yellow card. Looks like Brentford is doing some kind of mini pressure. What club is playing this Florian? You see, now I'm on the second place. Middlesbrough is taking over. So 6.5 rating, not so good. And I have Colin, who is maybe even better player overall than Stojanovic, so he's in. Jota is playing like shit, also my poacher. Ha! How he missed this one, I don't know. Ah, Freiburg. There is that poacher from Hamburg, young one. He is good. But they never want to sell him in the first season. Is it ARP or something like that? Finally, Jota assisted. And central defender scored. And Doi is my central defender. I'm going with tighten up because there is a lot of decent players in Ajax, PSV in the Dutch division. So 3 minutes more of extra time. I want to make from Che Adams German Defoe, but I'm not sure he's capable to be that kind of player. Even he's playing a lot, he's missing a lot of chances. And I was expecting in the second half season that he will be even better, but by the goals, but looks like he's not scoring anymore a lot. So I won 2 in a row by 1-0. And still keeping my first place. Somehow. Even not, as I said, not playing good. But 2 clean sheets. Middlesbrough defeated Hull. Barnsley home, then FA Cup, Barnsley away. Rick 1 drog. Okay, I will check now. And I can show you this another guy from Hamburg. Rick. Maybe I'm not even having him. Let me check what you wrote. Rick 1. I was lazy to bring my laptop near me so I can read the chat. Like this I need every time I'll tab. Heading is poor. Heading is poor. But he's 19. Determination is high. He's pacey. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, thanks for telling me for this player. I will add him on my list. Actually, I will go scout him first. And he's left-footed, that's why I like him. This is this guy what I'm telling to you. It's Poacher. But I don't like his straight play back with goal. But he can be used also as deep lying forward. But he needs a little bit to develop. You see. Thanks for this player. I need to check my short list because I have some kind of my short list what I create my favorite players called, so I can add these guys. So you see, this guy is only 18-19. This type of guy you need to buy. Because attributes are basically raising until 24 years. Barnsley is 19, Nottingham Forest on the bottom. Sunderland, Middlesbrough. Can this be draw? Sunderland, you are my favorite club. Do something for me. Standard lineup. Actually, I need to criticize this guy because fuck him, I'm the boss here, not him. It's only 82 match condition, maybe I suggest you to pick the club who has the strikers for this formation, and I think Preston is maybe good option. Because I think this Hagel, or what's the name, he can use as deep line. If I'm correct, Abel Hernandez is having very low work rate. But you can use him maybe as deep line because he is left-footed and then you sell it. Maybe. Check how he will perform this year and then next year maybe sell it and buy younger, better options. Sell Grosicki and I don't know who else you have there. Let me check this hull. Ryan Mason. For Carillero, until you find better one. This guy is shit. Sell immediately. 15. Not so bad. Is there any young one? Good one. There is no any good young player in the hull. In fact, this team needs to be completely overhauled. You have Kyle Lafferty for deep line forward. Larsson is shit. Dawson also too slow. I don't know, I think Hull is not good team. Who was that guy who yesterday, he said that he played with Derby and won the division with 103 points. With this formation. Derby County is very strong team. I remember a few years ago when Mason Bennett was good talent and I was playing with Derby County. I used him as poacher. And I used as playmaker Will Hughes. So Ipswich is a little bit started to drop, so the game against Middlesbrough will decide who will win the division. Typical poacher goal, ball in on the penalty area, first time shot. Let me check, you see, he has shoot with power. Can I try to... I cannot now. Let me see something. His composure is low, that's why he's missing a lot. Work rate is also shit. Off the ball is only 12. He's 21. He's basically player for the bench, my opinion. If somebody offer me 15 million, I will sell him also. I can buy better player for that kind of money. But he has advantage, he is British and I need some certain amount of British players. And I'm not sure, I think he's even a homegrown. I mean from the Birmingham Youth Academy. I need to check that one also. Let me see. Because if he's from your youth system, he will always perform much better than in any other club. So he needs to shoot penalty again, and he missed the last time. Can he score? He scored. Only 26 goal, not good. And how many games I played? 30 and something. He's below 1 goal per game, so that's not good. Bradshaw. So I'm still keeping my 4 points advantage. As you can see, Norwich will not get promoted. Maybe I can buy Madison for Shadow Striker also. Problem, British players are over expensive, over. Fuckers. It was 3-0, now 3-2. This Armstrong cannot play deep lying forward, not playing quite well. Where is this guy? Actually, I can put Boga in. (3-0) I was leading in the first half. He scored four goals in this game, this Adams. That's the problem with him, he is not consistent. With low composure and off the ball, he is not working a lot. Can he score one more? No. And he's already 21. This kind of attributes what he's having, it's more suited for the player who are, let's say, maximum 19 years, my opinion. Very poor cross. So now again it's only 1 point because Middlesbrough managed to win 2-3 against Sunderland. I don't know what is happening in this fucking world, but last few days everybody's buying these bitcoins and all this shit. 19 million budget. Oh. Then you start to buying top young players. If you can't find some certain position, just loan for this season and that's it. That's my advice to you. Buy top young players. If you cannot buy top young for that position, just loan. And then play this season. You will again be promoted. Maybe these guys from Newcastle, Woodman, will come for your keeper. Because Hull has more reputation, I don't know, and some other players. FA Cup replay, then Nottingham Forest, who is bottom, away game, then Middlesbrough, big game. What I will do with FA Cup? So what you think, will I? No, but there is some other it's not called Bitcoin, there is now other one. It's around 1,000 euros something is one, because my friend bought few months ago 10,000 euros and he made 50,000 profit. Because I was now checking there all the time in this some Eterni or Eternal. Yeah, that one. Ethereum. Yeah, that one. I am only investing money in the betting, in sport betting, but this shit I am not following. Yeah, that one. I am only investing money in the betting, in sport betting. But... Yeah, that one. So will I play FA Cup and try to win maybe FA Cup with some luck? Or I will keep the squad, rotate squad and keep it for division? Now this is a big question. What I will do with Che Adams? Will I keep him on the bench in this game? Because cup games there are always high potential of injury. It's now a tough decision. Strongest squad. If I losing 2 goals or I lead 1-0, I will just replace him in the second half. I cannot afford to lose him. Because I know that some guys who even take credit from the bank and they are buying and selling this shit. Because last night I was in the nightclub and this my friend saying, no problem, take 10 bottles of Grey Goose, he's paying everything. This guy who, you know, who buy for 10,000 and make 50,000 euro from this shit. I started badly in this game. I forget that also Brentford, it's a good club to play this formation because they have, I think, Neil Maupay who can be used as poacher. And I think they have good, decent squad, I think. Ethereum, yeah. And I still remember, maybe that was five years ago or 6 even, when one German guy told me to buy this shit because I was in his room and I saw him, he's doing something, you know, on this market. And I asked him, what you do? He's saying this is the future. And the guy is a rich guy. I mean, he was working, but that was before his retirement. He was already rich and he's living like very poor guy. And he tell me, buy this one, this is the future. And I told him, what the fuck, who will buy this shit? And I know that this idea gave him another guy who is his colleague also before retirement, who is all the day on this fucking market. And I also know for one case of Croatian, it was in the newspaper. He bought this Bitcoin long time ago. I don't know how much he spent it, and the amount is more than a few millions now. But problem is he forgot the password, and he cannot take this money. He was in the newspaper because he bought just for joke. Somehow went in. I don't know how. But again, I'm leading. I didn't expect that Hull is having 18 million budget. This is really good. And if you sell Grosicki and few others, oh my god, you can. You can be definitely candidate to win Premiership very, very soon. Yeah, because if I remember that time, if you invest $100 that was, I think, few thousand of these bitcoins. Because now, yesterday I was, as I said, I was in this nightclub again, and then these guys, they are just drinking and they are keeping mobile phones.